In my state, there's always a clash that Tamil is older than Sanskrit. Please tell us the truth. Here is the truth. My whatever I am telling you is based on the data that I have. It's based on the best knowledge that we have as of today, and the best knowledge that we have as of today indicates that Sanskrit may be older than Tamil. Excuse me. The oldest evidence that we have of Sanskrit dates back to around 3,500 years ago. It is found, surprisingly, of all places, in present day Syria, in the Mitanni kingdom. So there are these tablets by a horse master called Kikuli, in which he uses Sanskrit terminology, and there is a treaty between two kingdoms in which they invoke Rigvedic gods. So this is the oldest hard inscribed evidence of Sanskrit. It is clear that Sanskrit is much older than that, because these are post Vedic, post Rigvedic people, these Mitanni and the other kingdom, the Hittites. So Sanskrit, as we know from the information that we have, from the unambiguous information that we have, it is much more than 3,500 years old. Maybe it's much, much older than that. If the Rig Veda is as old as we think it is, at least 8,000 years old, then that's how old Rig Vedic Sanskrit is. Now about Tamil. The oldest evidence we have found as of today is from Sangam literature, the great Sangam era of Tamil, of the Tamil part of India's civilization. So this dates back to around 500 BCE, and we have found Tamil inscriptions even in Egypt, even in Southeast Asia. But the oldest that we have found thus far, the oldest date we can ascribe as of today, is 500 BCE or thereabouts. Now, here's the thing. In our ancient tradition, one of the sages, one of the ancient Rigvedic sages was sage Agastya. He dates back to the Rigvedic time, which is around 8,000 years old at least, right? And he is considered to be, he is worshipped as, he is revered as the father of the Tamil language. So if this ancient cultural memory, this ancient civilization memory is correct, then Tamil and Sanskrit are as old as each other. Okay, and this entire idea of Tamil being a separate civilization and Sanskrit being separate, it's all absolute nonsense. There is plenty of Sanskrit in Tamil, and there may be Tamil words in Sanskrit as well. So we need to find out the truth behind the antiquity of our great sage Agastya. How old ago did he live? And if it is true that he is indeed the founder of the Tamil language or the first compiler of Tamil grammar, then it tells us that Tamil also is around 8,000 years old or thereabouts. So this is something that needs to be investigated further and with great amount of seriousness, because these are two of our great classical languages, two of the greatest languages of the entire world. So we definitely need to look into it. But this clash of Tamil versus Sanskrit, this is all politically motivated. Politicians are trying to create divides between people, because unless there is a fight, unless there is a divide, they will not get any votes. So we need to look beyond politics. We need to look beyond propaganda. We need to ignore the lies our academic system is telling us, and we just need to look at the evidence and the data that we have. So that is my view about it. I think that if Agastya is proven to be one of the Vedic sages, and we can find his actual age when he actually lived, then it indicates that Tamil is that much old, which would indicate it is many, many thousands of years older than what we currently know for sure that it is.